world full of GMRs and 4-color S chassis, you might be confused on how to truly make your car stand out the underrated way, the OE plus way, the I pay my taxes way, and not the shock value, please notice me way. Now, I'm Alex, Alex.Martini with 2 underscores on Instagram, and today we're gonna talk about modifications that tell the world, you know what? You eat your steak medium rare like an adult, and you know how to pair a red with it. You don't mind your car being called OEM, and you don't mind that you find it weird that you don't like wrap. Speaking of mods, if you're looking for car parts, mod your car with your friends over at MartiniWorks.com. We just added new tires and exhaust brands like Falcon and Miltech, and we'd love for you to mod your car as we continue to show the industry that MartiniWorks is a place that truly cares about you, which means sometimes talking about things that we just should stop doing. Now, to me, underrated mods are ones that you don't see unless you're looking for them, and they make one hell of a difference to the overall look or feeling of a whole car. And for me, maybe it's a weird place to start, but lug nuts and bolts are a super underrated modification. Most of the time, people throw some chrome boys on it when they snag wheels and tires from us, but the Muteki closed-end lug nuts or even colored bolts can help pull together your colorways perfectly. And you might be saying, Alex, I don't want to spend $40 or $100. I just want to use my OEM lug nuts. And well, I wish you could. Lots of stock bolts and lugs actually don't fit aftermarket lug holes because they make them teeny tiny, eeny beeny tiny beeny pieces. So what color should you go with? I follow what's called the 70-20-10 rule. You've heard it before. 70% of your build being your primary color, 20% being your secondary color, and 10% being your tertiary color. Who is Trish and what does she want? She wants you to look good, feel good, and get matching lugs for your brake calipers, or maybe you get it to match your windshield banner. It's just a small and nice touch. Speaking of which, get hub rings if you're buying wheels, please. It's needed for almost every aftermarket set of wheels. Now, I know, these aren't the biggest mods in the world, but sometimes it is about the little things, like knowing what your significant other likes at Starbucks. Just order that. It's $5. Work harder if your budget is that close, and just find it. Steal some coins from your uncle's Jeep. Now, some damn good brake pads is also a great underrated mod. You literally can't even see this mod, but it's just incredible to have brakes that just brake good. You don't even need new rotors, essentially, but everyone needs pads. EBC is a brand we typically always recommend because they have pads for just about every situation and platform you could need. And honestly, good brakes are the insurance most of us need when we're driving. They're kind of like that pepper you get from Papa John's. You almost always forget they come with the pizza, and then I die on that hill that pepper is better than every Domino's pizza I've ever had in its entirety. Underrated car mods are usually the ones that you see the least, and brake pads and sway bars, lug nuts and center caps are kind of those things. But the last thing I'll say is lighting and the housings for them. Now, there are these like corner lights or fog lights or rear lights that are amber, and they were required after 1968, January 1st, fun fact. And I prefer to take those out and put clear ones or smoked ones in. Now, the R34 we have clear housings on it because it matches the rest of the car, and I think personally, it looks hot as but lighting can make one hell of a difference, especially for your license plate brackets or your headlights, where we switch almost all of our stuff to Morimoto or Morimoto bulbs, and that's just like the tip of the iceberg. Not a ton of money. You can swap headlights and taillights if you want to, but for me, there's so much to be done with just, I'm literally looking at the cars, I'm telling you this. There's so much that you can do by just getting rid of the orange on a car and replacing it with clear. It just cleans up the whole thing. It makes it just look more modern, more purposeful, less legal. But a lot of times an OEM style upgrade to your lighting can also mean going way overboard and getting aftermarket headlights and taillights that look like an entirely different vehicle manufacturer and have LEDs and DRLs and all sorts of fancy little nidbit things going on in there. I wouldn't say do that unless you want to, but just make sure the quality is good. If you're looking to sauce up your car without the gaudiness of like quick car part purchases, you can never go wrong with simple stuff. A sleek banner install, Nardi steering wheel, vehicle specific shift knob, and a properly installed exhaust. Also, get good tires. Just get good tires. Good tires. Look at me. Good tires, please. Making things look good while keeping it sleek is all about that OEM Plus style, which I personally love on some cars because it just looks like it belongs. But that usually means not going crazy with the parts that you want to buy. So if you bought something, right or wrong, let us know below for your car and if it helped you get that like understated look to it, or if you completely messed it up and you regret buying it. Now, if you are looking for car parts, mod your car over at MartiniWorks.com. We've got a bunch of different stuff over there, and of course we got some good stuff, we got some expensive stuff, but we also got a whole bunch of stuff on sale as well if you're looking to build your car before you get into the season. And if you have a tip for somebody that might be building their car for the very first time, why don't you drop your thoughts below? Maybe you can help them out so that they don't make the mistake that you made when you were 16. I will die on this hill that I told my dad one time that ground wire cables improved the performance of my 3000 GT SL, and that was the silliest thing, and it's stuck in my brain and I'll never let it go. And I just need to tell the internet. I need to tell somebody. I just gotta get it off my chest. And that's you. You're on my chest. That's weird.